2023.
Welcome to another Wise Guys segment. Today we're joined by a Department of Advertising professor, Michelle Nelson. Michelle, thanks so much for joining us.
Sure, thanks for having me.
So artificial intelligence has kind of been more engrossed or more ingrained into media curriculum as we kind of seen. I would love to know your kind of take on how it's kind of maybe used or used as a tool or resource here at the U of I.
So as you know, ChatGPT only launched 3 years ago, November 2022. And within 6 months, we had a faculty meeting where we're like, oh no, what is this? What are we gonna do, right? We have to stop the students from cheating. They can't use the tool. A few months later, we had a meeting with our board of directors, sort of alumni, people in industry, to find out like, how are you using generative AI? And they were using it, right? So this is now 2023, and they're like, no, you have to teach your students how to use this. You can't ignore it, right? They need to be prepared. And so then we quickly launched a course, AI in Advertising. It was a special topics course, and teach students the basics, but also how to use tools, maybe as partners or collaborators. So for example, in research, market research, you know, historically we have focus groups or we have surveys. Nowadays, they also have something called synthetic audiences.
I was just gonna say, you know, now that AI is around in a big way, it kind of replicates a lot of that in almost a intense and scary way, if you will.
Absolutely, right? Like, they'll create virtual personas of real people, and then they'll have the virtual personas answer the surveys. And so this has been done, not in our classes, but in industry, right? They have the computational power, et cetera. And they found maybe 70%, it does 70% good job, right? And as a faculty, we are talking about creativity because really that's what advertising is, right? Gives information, but hopefully in a creative way. And so, one of our senior lecturers, he teaches like an advanced creative class. And I thought for sure he would not use AI. And he said to his students, feel free, use it.
Wow, okay.
At least for the ideation. And one of his students said, you know what, professor? It really helped me get rid of all the crap.
I was just gonna say, do you think it kind of, you know, it almost like creates these different avenues of creation that we can kind of pull from and then create the fence line that we want to use in terms of our creativity and authenticity versus kind of avoiding something that happens to be a part of our lives now?
Yeah, I think we can't avoid it. And so, you know, it's really hard to come up with 50 headlines for a shoot. AI can do it, but then you look at them and you're like, those are bad. And so
that one's bad, but that has some good basics or a good stem here that I can kind of pull from.
Absolutely, right? And so you can use it for the ideation, but we still need to understand humans, right? We need to understand culture and emotions and meanings. And I think that we do that better than machines.
Interesting. I like that take. So if we were to recreate our media curriculum or our advertising curriculum here at the U of I, it seems like you guys have had to do that in a big way. What are some other things that maybe we would add to it or maybe take out?
I mean, to be honest, right now, I'm just trying to keep up, right, with what's going on. And so, you know, we had search engine optimization, right? And now
it's kind of done for us in a lot of ways.
It's kind of done for us. And so now there's answer engine optimization, AEO. We're going to be in this spot where humans and AI are going to work together, right? And there's sort of trade-offs, right? You may gain speed and efficiency,
but you may lack a lot of that novelty, like you mentioned, in authenticity.
That's right. And so
or our definition of authenticity.
Exactly. And we've talked about maybe AI advertising is good enough, or some people call it AI slop. Like, we don't want our students coming out of here making slop, right? We want them to be critical of ideas and the media, but also to develop and cultivate real creativity, authentic, original.
I like that. I like that take. Do you think that there's going to be, and the answer is obviously going to be no, but do you ever think that there's going to be enough innovation when it comes to this artificial intelligence, or a breaking point that we hit where we go, you know, this is the fence line, this is where we kind of limit things?
Yeah, time will tell. I mean, it's an exciting time to be in media, but yeah I don't know, right? Maybe, everybody, like shiny objects, like we're all adopting it, and it's, super helpful for recipes and travel planning and all kinds of things, right? And so we're using AI in our work and our personal life, but when will we worry about the environmental impact? When will we worry about some of the other things that aren't so great about generative AI? And when will we want to see like true original ideas in our movies and in our advertising? I don't know, Mitch.
That's great. That's a great way to end, I think. That'll do it for us here on Wise Guys. Don't forget, you can head to WCIA.com to find the rest of